Okay, so running blanks on a PK. This is a semi-auto PK right here. I had a Tech-Tactical lower on it. The hammer broke because Tech-Tactical welds the hammers together, which is retarded, so now this whole gun's broken, actually. But I'm going to be replacing it with a newer one. That's the old broken hammer. But I'm waiting for the guy to machine some new hammers for these. Anyway, here is a PK top cover, pops up. Here's a feed tray. And in there is the chamber, the barrel. It's probably seen there. There we go. There's the chamber. So when this is down, the rounds need to feed into that chamber. Basically, is the whole idea. Now, if you put in a normal blank on here, typically the bolt will be closed like this on fire, on a closed bolt. On a live fire one, it will. This is in the fire when the round is fired position. But it'll grab a round off of the belt here. It'll push back. And then the top cover here, this piece here, which is a spring-loaded piece that presses down on the round here, will cause the round to get captured right here, basically. So the round will capture into this tray. The bolt will lock to the rear on an open bolt version. And then basically when it's ready to fire, of course it'll be like around there on the belt. When it's ready to fire, it'll push forward on the bullet here. But the problem is this is a blank, and the blanks are too short. So what happens with a short blank is it gets stuck. So what essentially happened there is it nosedived. It nosedived down below the chamber, basically. It didn't actually hit the chamber at all. It stuck down there. In the wrong position. And you can kind of see that easier if I just stick this here like that and just press it with my finger. You can see just it literally just falls down. There's nowhere for it to like guide into the chamber itself. So that's the problem without a restrictor plate on it. So this is a restrictor plate. And its purpose is twofold. It's to prevent a live round from going into the chamber, but also this tab right here guides a bullet directly into the chamber. There's one more thing that this does that helps basically get the blanks go into the chamber, and that is actually tensioning the bullet itself. Because normally there's no tension on it, and that is what helps dive it down. Without any tension, it just falls down essentially. So the blank adapter here actually restricts the blank itself on the sides. So not only does it direct it using this tab into the chamber, but the blank itself, when going down into it, is actually caught by these two little tabs here. And those tabs support the blank. So you see here how the tabs are actually upholding the blank so it doesn't basically fall down nosedive onto the actual bolt carrier. And that allows the blank, as it's pushing forward, to not only be tensioned and kept into the right position at this point, but it also guides it with the tab, and that goes right into, it ensures that it goes into the chamber using these tensioners right here. So that's what these tensioners are for, and that's how short blanks can actually be chambered and cycle on basically a PK. So if I lift this up, I can put this restrictor plate into the feed tray, and it basically goes in like this. There are slots on these feed trays specifically for these blank restrictor adapters, because they intended for these to be blank adapted, and you just have to get it into the slots there. So here's a restrictor plate. I'm pushing it in, and then it locks into place. And so you see here where that's the tab that directs the bullet head or the blank head, and now this here will block a live round from going into the chamber as well. A live round sitting here would be too long. The bullet head would be right here and it would get stuck essentially. But with a blank, it doesn't get stuck on that. So with this in place, if I take this blank right here, put it back in the extracting position here, so this would be where it would be extracting around, pushes it back. The thing on the top cover here pushes down on the bullet. The bullet will basically sit in this tray, open bolt position, it then pushes the bullet forward, and now that tab in there is actually going to force the blank into the chamber. So push it forward, and it's now chambered. The bolt is locked into place in the chamber now. Pull it back, and it extracts as normal. So that's how that works. You can see it changes the angle of how the blank is going down, and then basically the blank is going directly into the chamber at this point. So it goes into the chamber every time, and that's how those little restrictor plates work.